We have this motto on this channel, like we help to close the gap or make the gap smaller between like understanding gap, let's say, between locals and foreigners. What would be your advice, like how to close this gap so locals can understand foreigners better and vice versa?
I really think the key has to do with respect, curiosity and respect. There are things about the culture you'll never fully understand, but how curious are you? How quickly are you ready to make a judgment, an assessment, an opinion? Or are you willing to sit back and go, wow, what do I not yet know? What question could I ask? How could I learn? How could I even listen to the answer somebody's giving me without throwing a judgment right away? And it goes in both directions. So local Singaporeans can also be quite curious about what is the background that you come from, that you're joining the society, as much as expats have a responsibility, because we're the ones moving here, to say, let me learn about all of the different local elements of culture.
Do you speak any Singlish?
Oh, I can teach in Singlish.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I can do
cool.
a keynote speech, start to finish, the whole thing in Singlish.
Oh wow, that's so cool. Do you speak any like Bahasa or Mandarin?
A bit, just tiny. It's not an area that I've become strong in. I speak French, but that was from high school and college days.
Yeah.
Singaporeans, I think, are the most efficient on the planet in terms of use of language. So I was in a meeting and this woman was pitching something to the boss, and then she goes, kana. Right? And I realized she just distilled the question, so what do you think of what it is that I've proposed, and should we be able to proceed, or do you think we should? No, she just said, kana. And a Singaporean recently pointed out to me that you could make that 1/3 even more efficient just by saying, can or not.
Yeah. I think that's actually how Singaporeans distinct like foreigners of like locals. If you go to local school, let's say, you perceive more local. Or if you speak Singlish, if you just learn to speak English, you are kind of perceived more like a local. Yeah. I think some foreigners just, they don't try, they don't enough to get involved.
It's an important choice because expats can live in a bubble, in an expat community, and go to all the expat clubs, and nothing wrong with that. It's a choice. But anybody who chooses to become part of the Singapore society in a different way, there's just this incredible richness.
Yeah.
My wife, for example, goes to the wet market. And she loves to go several times a week. And every single person who has a stall there is one of her aunties or uncles. And so she's not going for the tomato and the avocado. She's going for the relationship with these people. And it's become quite close.